Hey everyone, I'm Anna, and this is episode 9 of our series. Before we jump in, have you had a chance to check out the earlier episodes? If not, go back and catch up. We've covered a lot of good stuff. Today, we're digging into something that doesn't get talked about much in divorce conversations: compassionate uncoupling. If you're thinking about divorce but don't want the emotional roller coaster or the financial mess that usually comes with it, this episode's for you. Before we begin, here's an important disclaimer. All content was researched, drafted, and produced by the attorneys and supporting team members at Marathi Newfer. The voices and audio delivery are powered by Gen AI. This podcast is for informational purposes only. If you need legal advice tailored to your specific situation, consult a qualified family law attorney. Joining me today is Kate. Together, we're breaking down the benefits of compassionate uncoupling and how it can help you move through divorce with dignity and confidence. Let's get started.
Thanks for having me, Anna. I'm always glad to talk about how divorce doesn't have to turn into a war zone. Compassionate uncoupling is all about respect, cooperation, and looking forward instead of getting stuck in the past.
I love that. Since divorce usually stirs up a ton of emotions, let's start with what compassionate uncoupling actually feels like.
Good place to start. You know how in movies, divorce is always about fights, throwing plates, yelling, hiring cutthroat lawyers, and battling it out in court?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Well, this is the opposite. Couples usually get to a point where they realize staying married just isn't working, maybe because of broken trust, infidelity, or even reckless spending. Naturally, there's hurt and anger, and the first reaction might be to fight.
Right, that feels pretty normal.
Exactly. But more and more couples are reaching out to experts in collaborative divorce or mediation. They realize fighting doesn't help. Compassionate uncoupling gives them a chance to focus on emotional health, stability, and preserving relationships, especially when kids are involved.
That almost sounds too good to be true. How do people just put those hard feelings aside?
Well, they don't, at least not overnight. It takes real effort and compromise. It's not easy, but it's worth it.
So, kind of like an investment, right?
That's a perfect way to put it. And honestly, money is one of the hardest parts of divorce. Splitting accounts, deciding who gets the house, figuring out how to value a business. Those are tough conversations without the added drama.
And it's expensive too, right?
Totally. Court fees, drawn out legal battles, it all drains your finances. Compassionate uncoupling is about minimizing conflict and avoiding court, which usually means spending less and securing a better financial future.
Yeah, I can see that being a big motivator.
It really is. What's funny is sometimes only one spouse is interested in this approach, but when the other one hears about the financial benefits, they're on board pretty fast.
So, what's the first step? How do you start?
Look, it begins with both people agreeing not to go to court. That sets the intention right away. From there, they commit to being open and transparent, and they can bring in mediators or collaborative attorneys to help them.
So, that intention basically sets the tone. What happens after that?
So then you build your team. Instead of hiring litigators, you bring in lawyers who specialize in mediation and collaboration. Depending on the case, you might also bring in financial experts or therapists. The whole idea is to create solutions tailored to your family, from parenting plans to dividing assets.
So, it's not just about avoiding court, it's about being more intentional and efficient.
Exactly, Anna. And the nice thing is, you and your spouse control the pace. You get to decide the terms, which keeps you in the driver's seat and helps the process move in a way that works for both of you.
That sounds empowering, but does this really work when there's a lot of tension?
It can, yes, even in high conflict situations. Compassionate uncoupling focuses on building a healthier future. You're not ignoring the problems, you're tackling them in a respectful way. With the right support, even tough divorces can be resolved fairly.
That's so encouraging. Kate, thanks so much for sharing your perspective. If someone listening wants to learn more, who should our listeners reach out to?
Thanks for having me. If anyone wants to explore compassionate uncoupling, they can reach out to Murati Newfer via their website, californiafamilylawgroup.com. And they support clients all across California, helping them move through divorce with care, expertise, and a focus on positive outcomes.
Perfect. Thanks again, Kate. And thanks to all of you for tuning in. Remember, divorce doesn't have to be a battlefield. You can choose a path with dignity, respect, and a brighter future. See you next time.